getting across to Abhijit Iyer Mitra. Sorry for making you wait, but Abhijit, fast developments happening right outside there, and anytime now Arvind Kejriwal will be brought out. Vivek Silas of the Samajwadi Party also joining the debate. But Abhijit, once again, does the political argument that Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is using, the Aam Aadmi Party is using, Dr. Sanjay Jha is using, does it actually stand, especially in a matter that is legal? A scam, swindling of money charge, money laundering charge, these are not political allegations. These are allegations that will have to be proved in a court of law. So I want to ask you, is the response becoming more political because there are no legal answers to defend the charges against Arvind Kejriwal?
So the the answers that are being thrown up aren't political now, Navika. They're farcical. They're just trying to throw dust. Let me just separate all the strands, because I think the way Sanjay has woven, he's managed to confuse enough of our viewers. There are three issues here. The ED's heavy-handedness, which should be condemned, but the ED has always been heavy-handed since, Indira Gandhi and co founded it, or Nehru founded it. I don't know who founded it. They've always been like this. This is not a new modus operandi for them. The second is the privilege that Arvind Kejriwal gets. Everybody else has to respond within the first 3 notices, or then you get arrested on the 4th. He has been given 9. Separate issue. The third, which I am going to focus on, is corruption. Now, in corruption, there are 3 aspects out here. The first is the license aspect. The second is the procedural aspect, and the third is the profit aspect. What was the procedural aspect? It was such a badly drafted policy that it went back to Indira Gandhi's license Raj. This was not capitalism, where anybody who can pay a license fee is given this thing. This was competitive bidding. It was artificially divided into 32 zones, where there would only be 27 people, 27 vendors in each zone, and every municipal ward would have 2 to 3 vendors. This in itself, we know from Indira Gandhi's license Raj days, was meant to be for corruption. This is how everything, this is why you were burdened with just one car, the ambassador, for so long, for 30, 40 years after your independence, right? We know for a fact that this is a corrupt issue. We know from all the raids that have happened that money has exchanged hands out here in some form or the other, because the second part of it is that some of the L1 licensees then started outsourcing their giving credit notes and things like that, which was a violation, first of all, of the L1 award in itself. Which brings me to the second point, which is the process violation. Not only were those L1s giving all these credit notes to the retail vendors and things, which they were not meant to do, the government also, without consulting the LG, then waived the license fee for 144 crores, the tendered license fee, which they were not allowed to do. The third point we come, which is the profit aspect of it, which the government claims there was a loss, and the AAP claims there was an 8,000 crore profit. That, I think, is, these profit and loss calculations are up in the air. They don't prove corruption. But the first two, the procedural violation and the way the wards were divided and the L1, L2 contracts were given, and the entire way in which certain things were discounted. Now, you see, discounting can totally happen. You can reduce the price, give discounts and things, and your sales will zoom because of quantity. That is perfectly fine. True. The problem here is you pick specific foreign vendors, like 50 rupees discount on the 50 rupee import fee on beer and things like that, to deliberately, very targeted. It wasn't a blanket this thing. It was for very specific foreign vendors that it was done. Why? So there is so much selectivity out here. The corruption is so in your face, a 5-year-old child can say it's corruption.
No, but it is being called a political vendetta. And Vivek Silas, the entire political class today is up in arms, again calling this murder of democracy, constitution being derailed, Derek O'Brien of the Trinamool Congress, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, all of them coming out. And we can take all of those tweets on air, to see the political reaction coming in. My question, Vivek Silas, is nobody can actually call this illegal, because A, there is no stay from the courts stopping the ED for the arrest, number one. And number two, this matter will go to court. Manish Sisodia has gone up to the Supreme Court but has not got bail for 1 year in the liquor scam. Sanjay Singh, since October till today, has gone up to the Supreme Court and not got bail till date. Arvind Kejriwal has been given enough and more opportunities, 9 summons, doesn't want to even appear and answer questions, and has got no relief from the courts. So what are we saying? That the constitution has been shredded to pieces? This is going by the law, and the law as it stands today.
Yes, very good evening to you, Navika ji. I think if we see the legality of it, yes, it is very much legal, and finally the court has to decide about it. But here, Mr. Kejriwal is the Chief Minister of Delhi, and if we see, there are so many other chief ministers like...
So he should not be arrested? He should not be summoned?
Pawar. No, he should be definitely be summoned if the CBI thinks, but definitely it looks like a political vendetta. I'll tell you how and why. Because the Chief Minister of Assam also has a lot of cases against him. But people should know that why the CBI or the ED are not going to his house. Why? That is a question. Everyone is talking about it. It's on the streets. The common man is talking about it. Why only Mr. Kejriwal? Why only Mr. Hemant Soren? Why only the accounts of the Congress party are being frozen? What about Mr. Ajit Pawar, whom the Honorable Prime Minister himself said that he is a model of corruption? Why the ED or the CBI is not going to him? There are many other leaders, countless leaders who are in the Bharatiya Janata Party who are involved in cases of corruption, and ED is absolutely mum and quiet. ED also says that we have lost the files. Can anyone damn believe it? No one can believe it, Navika ji, that the ED has lost the files. This is no excuse. Ultimately, it will come out.
Fair question. Let me get in Anand Ranganathan to answer this. Anand Ranganathan, okay, all right, fair point made. Anand Ranganathan, is the ED being selective? Are BJP and other corrupt leaders who joined the BJP going through a washing machine, while only the ones who don't comply to the pressures of the BJP facing the music? It's a charge that the opposition has made several times, but does that charge stand today when the courts have not given any relief to Arvind Kejriwal?
Navika, 3 points. Number one, I don't agree that ED is or BJP is a washing machine. It is now a dhobi ghat. And ED is one of the mechanisms by which washing machine has been turned into a dhobi ghat. The fact of the matter is, yes, ED is selective, and there is data to prove it. 95% of the leaders, politicians who are being investigated by ED are from the opposition. So yes, that's a fact. But again, I ask and I reiterate here, how is that connected to the happenings of today or of a month where Kejriwal has been summoned 9 times? Because as I say and I repeat, every single foot of the way, the court is supervising this. So yes, while the ED is totally not independent, the fact of the matter is when the courts are overseeing it. For example, let me give an example of CBI. Now, yes, CBI also is biased. It is not independent at all. And I was the first one to say this, that right now, the shoulder that the parrot is sitting on is Narendra Modi's shoulder. But is it also not a case that Kolkata High Court was listening to the whole Sandesh Khali matter, and Kolkata High Court ordered the police there to shift the perpetrator, give him away to the CBI? So when matters reach the court, you have to end and you have to accept that, yes, the bias is no longer valid in cases where the court is supervising. And today is the exemplar of such case, where right from day one, from the first second, Kejriwal has been calling on the court, not only just the lower courts, but the higher court as well. And today, right now, he's gone to the highest court. So please tell me, yes, the ED is biased, Vivek ji, but how is that connected to what the Kejriwal government or Arvind Kejriwal has been subjected to? Two are different things, sir.
Well, I have only 2 minutes, 30 seconds on this show. So respond to that, Saeed Abbas.
Simple. I'm very glad. This is the reason why Navika ji, I've always held great respect for my friend Anand Ranganathan. He has said it there. This is a neutral point that indeed ED is selective, indeed ED is biased, and that is the fact. Now the question that he's raised, what about the courts? What about the judges? Same to my dear friend Anand Ranganathan. I asked him today, sir, the courts shall certainly decide. But the way the BJP is grafting this, is Arvind Kejriwal a criminal? Is there a conviction order from the High Court? Is there a conviction order from the Supreme Court? Absolutely nothing. We need to understand today the Bharatiya Janata Party is using all its might.